Hey, welcome to this Conflict of Heroes gameplay video. If you love World War II tactical simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Well, hey, welcome. Today we're going to try something a little different, Conflict of Heroes. I've had this for many years and quite honestly never put a lot of effort into it because it can be a little obscure and difficult. In fact, it doesn't have a It doesn't have a terribly friendly UI, but still, I've had a World War II tactical itch, and there's just not much out there. So I thought I'd get back into this and see if I can make it work. So I think we're going to do something relatively simple, a pretty straightforward little infantry fight. Now to give everybody who watches kind of a taste of it, and maybe I'll do more, maybe I won't. We'll see. But right now, let's go ahead and get into it. And while I make these selections, please consider subscribing if you like this sort of thing. Click that bell notification button, share with your friends, and leave me a comment. All right, we're going to do something from the Awakening Bear. There's a lot here I've never done. I mean, it's huge. If I could just get my brain wrapped around it, get comfortable with it, this would be a lot of of East Front tactical goodness. So let's do one that I've played several times. I have a feel for, which is General Petrov. You can see the map there on the right. The stars are the victory locations, which is not entirely true. I can't apparently. Okay, there actually is a victory location in the upper right, victory hex in the upper right. That's not shown there. Once I've managed to take all of the victory hexes. It is a difficult game in some ways. The AI seems to have a lot of variability. Um, let's let's keep talking about that as we get things set up. One time you'll play this scenario and the AI will behave entirely differently than it did before. I've had it counterattack me and wreck my entire day. Yeah, I tore up a lot of Russians, but I didn't get to the victory locations. So uh, from that point of view, there's a lot to recommend this. Now the graphics are kind of goofy, at least here. I mean, really, really, I'm not sure what to make of this guy or this guy, but we'll let that pass. All right, the situation is after the breakthrough of the German 53rd Corps from southwest to France, Soviet General Petrov withdrew his badly shaken 50th Army to the wooded terrain northeast of the city, trying to break out of the ensuing Bryansk pocket. The general was critically wounded. The informants have relayed the general's location in a local farmstead to the Germans who out capture him. So I'm not going to go through the rest of this. Bottom line is the general's in here somewhere and we have to catch or kill him. And of course, the Soviets are going to do what they can to stop us. I don't know if this tells me anything. Yes, this most important thing. The Russians receive one artillery strike every round of the game, beginning with the strike planned on round one that occurs on round two. They're devastating. All right, it's like you get a couple of mortars in here, and it's like these guys have 152 millimeter guns somewhere who are just dropping stuff all over you. Um, so you gotta keep that in mind. Let's get going. I don't remember how I've got this set up, but I can change it. We're going to talk about the game a little bit anyway. All right, we can set up in this blue area. The map is pleasant. This is one of the. This is there's like three different versions of the map. There's actually a board game style map where everything out here looks like a table. Um, I've got settings so that the heights of the crest of the hills are brown so we can see where the highest points are. Here is the farmstead that we're after. There's also a victory location over here on Havelaz Hill, and there's one right there, the woods behind the farmstead. Uh, I'll be real happy if we can just get in here. That's a good game if we can get in here. If the artillery doesn't blast us to pieces. So we've got 3 rifle squads, 3 light machine gun squads, a 5 centimeter mortar, and 2 8 centimeter mortars to play with. Now, again, let's talk about that Soviet artillery. It's bad. You don't want to lump up. You don't want to end up in this patch of woods with a half dozen units. Well, you only got about a half dozen units. So you end up over there and they plot a strike there, you're going to lose some or all of them. Okay? So my most, not always successful, my most consistently successful plan has been to come with a squad that way, this way, and up through here into the lee of this hill. And then hopefully, if with survivors, we can attack through here, around through here, or through here and that way, or through here and that way, whatever. It just depends on how it breaks. Again, this can be pretty variable. So let's go ahead and lay out our toys. I don't remember whether I'm set on. I don't remember whether I'm set for the graphics to be counters or 3D. The 3D isn't very exciting and it's hard to control. I hope I've got counters, but I can change it if I need to. We're going to put a German rifle squad there. We're going to drop a German rifle squad. Now you see which way that arrow is pointing. That's the facing the unit's going to have, and the facing is that green edge to the counter is the way it faces. A German rifle squad there, and a German rifle squad there. Okay, we're going to add a light machine gun squad there, light machine gun squad there, and one there. Now, the 5 centimeter mortar, I like to send him back up here into the lee of this hill, assuming that he survives. All right, so we're going to drop him in there. The 8 centimeter mortars, you know what, I just thought of something on that 5. I think what we'll do with the 5 centimeter mortar, let me undo him. We'll send him up the right, and then we'll put one 8 centimeter mortar, oh, excuse me, there. For some reason, the 8 centimeter mortar is a slow to, I've got a few mistakes here. We're going to back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. I have really made a dumb mistake. And undo, undo. All right, I did. That's where my rifle squad goes. There's the other rifle squad. Okay. Oh, actually, I've got them all mixed up now. There's the 5 centimeter mortar unit. Yep, once you undo this, you have to be a little more deliberate. The 8 centimeter mortar goes here. A light machine gun squad there. That's the 5 centimeter mortar, a light machine gun squad there. I'm just watching this list over here now. I can select any of these and spot them. I can come over here and select that that German rifle squad, and then come back up here and select that light machine gun squad. And I've gone and screwed up again. Okay. This is exciting. Let's undo. Yep, I'm just freaking brilliant. I got a rifle squad. Got a rifle squad. As soon as I made that mistake, it became pay attention. Quit autopiloting. Light machine gun squad. Okay, rifle squad. Light machine gun squad. Light machine gun squad. I want an 8 centimeter mortar here, and I want the 5 centimeter mortar there. Okay, I think we got it right. Okay, plus B to convert one cap of 1 point. Convert one cap to 1 point of roll bonus. Right. We'll talk about caps in a minute. Okay. Now we're all set. Let's take a look at the interface is kind of weird. And you can turn it off by hitting I, which is helpful. Very helpful. Sometimes it gets in the way of seeing what you're doing. But right now we need it. We have cards we can play. This command action allows any unit to take one action at any cost. That's very cool. And this one gives us a hasty defense, so somebody can dig in. Now, I could wish for a rally card or a sniper or whatever. We may see them throughout the game. There's some pretty cool command actions. We also have something, we have action points. Every unit has action points. You see this 7 says they have 7 action points. And then let's just take a look at a unit. That 8 centimeter mortar, if you look at these, if I can select it, there it is, has 7 action points. He has a unarmored attack strength of 2, attack strength of 1 against armor. It costs 4 action points to fire unless it's indirect, and it costs 5. Has a 15 hex range, a 13 front defense unarmored, a flank defense of 10 unarmored. It costs 3 action points for it to move, base not counting terrain, and it has 0 bonus moves, which I think only happens with armor. So those are action points, and that's what we use them to move and shoot, right? Do anything we have to do. We also have command action points, which are supposed to simulate small unit leadership, pushing, leading units beyond their normal capabilities. And you can assign those action points either as a bonus to a roll or as a bonus action point, which is, since I don't have anybody selected right now, there you go. Convert command action points to action points, convert command action points to roll bonus, and that's put them back. We can also use caps for initiative bonuses, which I am going to spend, let's spend 1 on initiative. Now, there's no reason to use any of these right now. We've talked about this. Let's talk about front defense. The front 3, this unit's facing that way. This hex, and that hex is the front. These hexes are the flank. Also, this mortar unit is an interesting situation. Indirect fire, you're considered to have spotters in all the surrounding hexes. So if you could, whatever could be seen from this hex, if the unit was in this hex, whatever it could see, it can see. It's just considered indirect fire, and it takes more action points. So that's how that works. And if we advance him to here, he can see, and it costs less to shoot, but then he can be spotted, and there are mortars on the other side as well as their major indirect fire. All right, the other thing to think about, this is the I go, you go in impulses. I take an action, the AI takes an action. So if I grab this mortar and move him to there, we'll take 3 action points to do it, and his facing would be in the direction of that arrow. Then the opposition is going to take a move. Now, with not being able to see anybody, it's not going to become apparent. You can pass an impulse, and then he'll move, and then you can move. But being on the attack, if I were playing the Soviets, and let's say I chose to pass right now, so would I. I'd pass immediately. Fine. You want to give up one of your 5 impulses? You got to get all the way across the map. So you're going to see me pressing forward, and I have seen the AI do very little until I passed, and then just played, and caused me a lot of grief. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. So, I can't think of anything else. We'll explain as we go along. Let's get some of this moving. Right now, this guy should be able to see in here indirect fire with a spotter right there. But I'm going to go ahead and move him up to here as a first move and see what we can see. Aha! I can really see him. Now, I don't have, let's get the interface back on. It costs 4 action points for him to fire, and he's only got 3. However, I have a card here that allows me to take 1 action at no cost. Either that, or I could give him 3. Click that. I could give him 3, but I've only got 8. That card is a much more effective use. Now, who's in here? A Maxim. He's got 2 machine guns right there. Yeah, that's worth the use of the command action card right there. So we play it. click on him. Let's get the interface out of the way. And it says, I've got a 27% chance to hit. Well, you know what? I'm going to burn some command action points and give him a 58% chance, which I like a lot better. Bang. All right. Well, we damaged one of them, and they rallied. So that was quite the expenditure of resources for very little result. Now I can now say, you know what? It's real important to me. Select that guy. Give him. He's got 3. Give him 1 and another command action point, and fire again. Yeah, now there you go. At that point, I think I've used up about as much resources as I'm willing to use on that particular unit. That line across here says he's done. Unless I add some action points, he's done for the turn. So let's get some guys rolling. The other thing to know, I can move these guys individually. I can grab that guy. I can click, right click, and it says you'll have 6 action points left when you get there. That's pretty cool, but even cooler is a group move. Now it's a little clumsy, but if we shift, let's click the light machine gun, shift click the rifle. Now the rifle's ready to move, and you can't touch him again until you come back and grab the light machine gun and move forward. Now that's one action. All right. Instead of the Soviets getting a move between the rifle squad's move and the the light machine gun's move, that was all considered one move. The other cool thing about this is that, you know what, let's do this. We can also switch to this, which is more of a board game perspective that I find useful. The other thing is that if I add action points to this group, they both get them. So that's a very efficient way to use these command action points. If I click that, these guys are both showing 6. If I were to add that, they would have 7. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and continue moving these guys forward. Trying to get this little patch of woods here. And so far they've not interrupted me. I'm going to keep going now. I'm going to get up here and pause. We're going to walk away from those guys for right now. I'm actually taking a guess here. The Soviets are going to plot that artillery strike at some point, and I don't know where it's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and get another group moving, at least part way to the objective. So let's grab the light machine gun unit, shift, click the rifle unit, and move them forward. Grab the light machine gun. Now it's a little awkward. This is what I would recommend if you play this game. Be very deliberate. Don't let your, I mean, it's not a great thing. It's not the easiest thing to do. But you need to be very, very deliberate. Watch the visual cues as you move. It's even harder, I think, with the little 3D. I like the 3D. They're not special, but I like them. I wish they had bases to make them easier to see. It'd be more like a miniatures game. The vehicles are actually pretty good in 3D, but the infantry not so much. So let's get these guys rolling. Light machine gun, shift, click the rifle, and all right. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you, I find this a bit frustrating, and or maybe I should say awkward. And in a big game, my guess is it would become perhaps tedious. But it's still, yeah, it's it's actually pretty cool. And being able to switch to this mode and kind of look around or rotate the map. I could be playing this if I wish. That was a control mouse wheel. I turn the interface off. I got a pretty good feel. See, we spotted these guys. I didn't even see that before. Somebody spotted them. Probably, no, not them. Not them. Probably, is this guy? Yeah, he spotted them. They've moved up as we were moving. I didn't see it, which is another advantage to perhaps playing uh, with the map horizontally, because it's easier to get a feel for what's going on in the vicinity while you're playing. And so, you know, you want to zoom in and see what that is. There it is. It's a rifle squad. Okay. So we've moved a lot of guys. We've got more guys to move. Let's take a look at the interface. We still have this hasty defense thing, which we are going to use to try to keep somebody. Hope we'll have to guess. We're going to have to guess who gets that defensive benefit, because one of these groups, probably the ones on the wings, they're likely to catch an artillery strike before this is all said and done. And let's move our 8 centimeter mortar up. Now they don't move very quickly. Oh, see that little arrow there? That says that he has 1 action point left. If it looks like, well, you can't. That little caret means that for 1 action point I can turn facing. I don't want to spend that action point on that. What I will end up doing is giving him probably, what does he need? He'll probably need at least 2 action points, maybe 3 to get into there. And I will probably give that to him before it's all said and done. But I'm going to move again back over here, and we're going to get the 5 centimeter mortar rolling forward. All right, now they're all in that little patch of woods. We change this point of view. I'm just curious. I want to see if I go back. Oh, this is just a wee bit awkward. Okay. So now we see where we are, and I think we need to finish up some of these moves to I'm hoping at some point they've chosen to they've already chosen their, well, it doesn't really matter. Will they ever choose their target for the artillery strike? But we're not going to see it anytime soon. It will, the AI will wait for us to pass and then slap us. And again, I'm not passing now because any semi-competent AI would be perfectly happy to let me get stuck back here only part way where I want to go. Now, how many action points do I have left? 4. All right, I'm going to give these guys a couple of them. Now, they're both selected. I got a group move, and they should both get, and they are selected, right? Yep, they're selected. That's what that means. They should both get 1, which will get them into this patch of woods, which is what I wanted. I could give them another one and get them here, which is actually a pretty good position. I may need them, so we're going to wait. Let's just get everybody else finished up. All right, let's select the light machine gun. Shift, click. And they move there. And they move there. Okay, we've got, in this case, we're going to go ahead and finish their move out to here, where it's very likely, given the fact that they can probably see him, that they will get smashed by an artillery strike. That's just exciting. Okay, well, this is going to speed up as I quit talking about what I'm doing and just do. But let's select them and send them forward. Uh-oh, I think I just screwed up, and I did. All right, can recover it by, okay, I selected something else other than my group move partner, which won't matter for action points, but it would give them a chance to react. I don't think anybody sees us there. Rifle, light machine gun, shift click rifle. One, I'd love to get up here, and we probably will use a command action point or two that we have left to get them in position in those woods right there. Now, the more units you have stacked in hex, there's no stacking limitation. But anything that happens, any attack on a hex attacks everybody. So this stacking things up is truly dangerous. Let's give them one more action point there. There. Now they see things. And that probably means they're seen. I'm going to guess that those guys are going to get their brains beat out by an artillery strike. We're going to bring the mortar up to here and wait. We're not going to go join them up in there and have that problem. All right, I have 2 command action points left. I don't think this guy can get very far with 2. I don't know. He have 3. He might be able to. He's on a road. He could probably move up 1 more. I'm going to guess that these guys are going to be the ones who have the biggest problem with an artillery strike. And maybe I should have selected the light machine gun, but the rifle got it. Let's get this guy selected. Let's give him 1. That's not enough. 2. That's enough. He gets into there. You know what? I want the initiative bad. Let's use 2 of them for next round. All right. That's our turn. We are out of things to do. Everybody's in position. We're not going to move him any further. And it's fixing to get exciting. Let's hit the play button. You can also take certain parts of the interface out. You can take that one out that way. You can take this out that way and leave the other one. This one I find least useful. Let's hit the pass button. Oh! Well, I knew somebody was going to get it. Now I wish I had moved the mortars up over here, but there you go. All right, so next round, they've passed. I can tell that because the game was saved and everybody's got their action points left. He's got a rally. I've got a rally card. I got no one to rally. Everybody survived. It's awkward. Now what do we see? Rifle, Maxim. Now here's the other thing. They've got an 82 millimeter mortar, which is bloody awkward and will wreck your day. So as much as I'd like to start shooting, now this unit has been damaged. If I can get it, can you stay selected, please? Oh, it's awkward. Come on. Well, it doesn't want to let me. I think that's the damage marker. You should be able to read it from that if you could just keep it. But obviously we cannot. Somebody is going to suck up a mortar strike. Who that's going to be, I don't know. But the one I'm most worried about is these guys because they're together. So I am going to get them rolling right now. Well, they're together also. I'm not sure they've been spotted. I know these guys have been spotted. So let's start moving. Ugh, well, they didn't bash us with it that time. Come on now. Move. Move. Up here. And up here. By the way, let's see. We'll take a quick look here. There's the mortars, and they they spotted the mortar unit. Okay, all right. It would have been nice to have, but believe me, this game is brutal. It will eliminate you in a heartbeat. It'll give you a bad condition like damage that can be rallied off, or pinned. They can be rallied off, but give you very few rally opportunities. Uh, it is tough. Now, apparently, that guy we could see things from there. That's why they got him. Huh. Because now indirect fire is cool, but it only means what I can't spot. I cannot fire where I cannot see something. So now we need to go ahead and get ourselves positioned to actually see something. So we go here with that guy, here with that guy, and then we'll slide into the woods with him. There they are. There's the mortar. And the light machine gun moves in there. Now, select. We gotta think about this for a second. Let's get off of him. This guy cannot see him. They can see him, but they cannot. So the only way I can work that mortar right now is with the light machine gun. But these units are already done their thing, so I'm not worried about them right now. So I am going to do some other moving, help us position ourselves better for the attack, which is beginning to look really challenging. Okay, there's a machine gun up there that I can see, but don't have much of a chance, 8% chance to hurt. Does this guy see him at all? No, he does not. All right, we're going to take care of him by moving these guys. See, this is why I'm splitting these impulses up. This guy's picked up on something they didn't see. Now I'm in position to try to maneuver on them while I still have command action points to extend the guy's moves to play. Let's see something else here while we're playing around. That guy can see him. Come on now. Interface is biting me again. This guy can see him. Yes, he can. Get the interface back. Interface gone. I can use... Oh, it's so awkward. 8% chance. That's not much. And I am not going to... use my command action points for that just now. I've got 6. That's quite a bit. Let's select the light machine gun unit and the rifle unit. And get the interface back. Something is that an impossible move for them? Yeah, they don't have enough action points. Yeah, they do. It's just not. Yeah, the interface can be some kind of frustrating. Let's select somebody else for a minute and examine this terrain. I'm probably going to need to be here to have a chance to see them. I don't have anything like enough action points to get there. May not have enough with additional ones, but we'll see. Let's go there. And there. There. And there. Now, it could be that they can see them now. Let's give them 1, 2 action points. I don't know if he can see. Let's see. Light machine gun. Yeah, I don't think they can see him yet. So they need the 2 action points to move forward. 1 there. Now they can see everybody and their dog. There and there. All right, let's look over this situation. Maxim. And an 82 millimeter mortar. This is actually a difficult choice. This is actually a challenging choice on this. So let's go back down here. He can't see any of these guys, but he can see the mortar. They had one. They had one action point apiece. No, they had none. They're going to have to. Somehow I managed to turn somebody. That was smart. That's another thing. Again, I try to say, you don't just be very careful what your fingers do. I accidentally turned that guy. This light machine gun, it's going to take 2 action points for these guys to shoot. I'm not going to give this guy any bonus. He's going to get his first shot. 16, 27. I'm going to get him to take a shot at the Maxim. Well, actually, I think the mortars are scarier. We're going to shoot the hell out of mortars. All right, he is done. That's it for him. This light machine gun needs 3 to fire. Give him 1, 2, 3. And we're going to give him another for a bonus. 27%. And he missed. Yeah, that's grim. We're going to take a pounding because of that. No way around it. We're going to get hurt. Knowing that, I don't believe my mortar can do anything. Well, the mortar is just unable to play. So, knowing that, I need to get these guys split up. So the rifle squad is going to boogie over here. Yeah, he's probably going to have problems, though, from other guys. But let's get him face, so at least he should be mostly. And this guy has got no shot to speak of. But so I could either start working him around this way, which against those 2 rifle squads is probably not the best idea. We'll go ahead and take just a chance. All right, we've got a rally attempt that doesn't help us. We've got no action points left. We've got a mortar that can move, but he can shoot there. Let's go ahead and take that shot. He missed. And that ate up 4 since it was a indirect fire. He can't see anybody else. He's really not much utility to us right now. We're going to let it go. Let's pass and see what happens. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't there. I'm very glad I wasn't there. All right, looks like we have the initiative. So, we got to make hay while the sun shines. What have we got? Rally attempt and command action. We got to shut that mortar down somehow. This guy can hit him for 16%. This guy can hit him for 16%. We're going to use him, and we are going to... I'm just curious. Yeah, this is a dangerous place. Everybody can see us. It's a very dangerous place. We're going to go ahead and give him a couple of command action. You see, we've lost units. We have fewer command action points. Oh, that's not good. And he moved over here. And we still lit. We can't put a hole in him. All right, that leaves us with these guys. And I think we will take rifle there to get him out of that same hex. So, see, I did not want. Let's give him a Oh, just can't seem to get a piece of him. Alright, he's out of the game anyway. He can't, or at least out of this. So we'll take the rifle unit here. And we damaged the Maxim. We're going to give him another action point. Wait a minute. Takes 4 fire costs. No, we're not going to. We are going to click on this card to let this guy shoot again. Oh, it's just depressing. Yeah, at this point I'd say the game is probably not winnable. We're running out of time. The defense is really stout, and we are getting nowhere. He moves to there. He will not have enough action points to shoot. So he'll take a shot at the Maxim. He's moved. He has his awful shot. He has no shot at all. He moved. So now we get to do the uncomfortable thing. It takes 3 for him to shoot. Oh boy. Bang, bang, bang. That's exciting. And we continue moving our mortar forward. One could wish to have enough action points to move him up in there, but I do not. Enough command action points. This guy can shoot again. Nobody else has anything to do, so we will pop him with a roll bonus and fire. Okay. Just more excitement than we can stand. I don't see there's anything else to do. Let us... Well, I could move this guy. And that would cut down the action points necessary. So let's go ahead and take a chance and get him up here so he can shoot 2 times. All right, we got no need to rally. I think we're as good as it gets. Let's hit the button. And our light machine gun squad got spanked, and the rifle squad got destroyed, and there you go. That's pretty much game. I'd say there's no winning this one. I could be wrong. We do have a rally card. We could bring that light machine gun back online. Doesn't feel too good, though. Does not feel good at all. So let's rally the light machine gun. And I'm not sure what just happened there, but okay. But he's now pinned. I don't think he can do anything, so the rally doesn't matter. He's damaged, pinned. Oh, that was an attempt to rally. That wasn't an auto rally. It didn't happen. That's what happened. Yay! Okay, we slide our mortar up. Now he should be able to start seeing some things, right? Nope. Well, he ought to. He's there. I guess I could be wrong. You know what? I may have used the wrong card on that guy. Oh, Lord. Now he's rallied. Now he got smashed again. I think between the dreadful luck of the artillery and what was probably a mistake on my part, that there is just not much chance of pulling this off. We've lost this squad over here. These guys can shoot. Not a great chance, but they can shoot. Let's give them the best chance we can. And they missed. And that mortar got us again. Oh, Lord, it's bad. It's just unfortunate. Oh, okay. Not a lot else happening here that gives us much hope. Shoot that. Boom. Yeah, he missed. Probably can do that again, huh? Since he can see him. Oh, Lord. Like I said, the interface can be more than a bit awkward. Oh, I could have swore. Let's see. Select him. 4 and 5. You know, their ability to act is going down. That's something I've never perceived before. It looks like as they take hits, it gets harder and harder to do things, which makes perfect sense. I kind of like that. I don't like the result, but I do like it. And, you know, it's just, we're just toast. Okay, well, 16% shoot there. Let's give him the best shot he has. And he missed. And we're getting pounded to pieces. We're done. Let's find out what happens. There goes the other. Here comes the mortars, which for some reason did not show the animation. And this is the last round. We have been thoroughly trounced by the AI. Thoroughly, which is kind of cool. Like I said, I have seen this play many times, different ways. And oh, we finally got a piece of the mortar. To be beat like this because it plays differently every time is actually kind of encouraging. It makes me feel pretty good about the game. Move him up. Oh, good. I screwed up. I did what I said a moment ago. To got to be careful which way you're looking. I ended up with him facing that way and had to spend an action point to turn him. But I think that's pretty much it. Let's hit the pass. And it was a Soviet victory, a major. I mean, not. I can't feel bad about this. I've won this completely turned around where I ran them over with the same plan. I've won with different plans. So here's my take. It's awkward. It's right on the edge of being so awkward that I'm not sure I want to come back in. But I keep coming back in. I haven't quite broken over the I can't stand this. It's very good. The AI, the replayability's high. That really, like I said, you don't know what to expect. I've seen the Soviets attack across that hill to the left as you're coming up that left side hill, and get my guys who are standing in the center, just run them over with an infantry assault. And I heard it. I heard it with mortars and had a great old time, but they broke my attack that way. I've also caught them out of position and shot them up and taken all 5 victory points with very little losses. That's cool. That, to my mind, is a mark of a good design, that you can't predict exactly what's going to happen, so you can come back again and again. Multiplayer, I have no idea. Maybe I can find an opponent sometime. In any case, on balance, I like it. I think I'm going to keep messing with it. We're long. I've gone 50 minutes here today. Thanks for watching. Hey, I hope to see you again soon in another video. And again, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.